Suffixes for Chapter 3. Derma is skin. So note that derma can be a suffix at the end of the word or a combining form. Opsy, we have seen, is to view, so biopsy. Bi does not mean two in this because there's bio, B-I, and then the O, and bio, but there's also an O in opsy, so biopsy. And think about that word. It's not two, the number two, view. It's to view life, right? That's what a biopsy is. Tome, instrument to use to cut. Dermatome would be an example. All pertaining to dermal. Ectomy, surgical removal. I can think of lots of ectomies, but not with the skin at the moment. Emia, blood condition. Anemia. So most of you know anemia means that you have low iron. Anemia can have actually different things, low iron, low red blood cell count. There's different causes of what's causing all of one of those things. Well, let's just look at the word anemia. A-N-E-M-I-A, anemia. So we know A-N means what? None, not, or without. And emia is blood condition. So it is blood condition, none, not, or without. So that's what it is. We don't know really if it's none or without iron or none or without blood cells. We just know it's a blood condition that is lacking something. Okay? IA, state or condition. Make sure you're paying attention to that and you don't miss it. Ick, pertaining to. Ism, state of. Itis, inflammation. And remember, inflammation is, do not use swelling instead. Inflammation is inflammation. There are 5 signs of inflammation. Swelling is one of them. So if you don't say inflammation, you're missing out on some other big pieces. And so that's why you cannot use swelling interchangeably with inflammation. And itis is inflammation. And logi, study of. You guys know this one. Malacia, softening. I think we saw that in Chapter 1. I think so, because osteomalacia, as a chiropractor, it's always with bones for me. So osteo is bone, malacia is softening, okay? But we're going to see it referring to the nails in this chapter. Oma, you know, is mass. You can also say tumor, mass, or swelling. But in this chapter, it's mostly mass, like a lump. Osis, abnormal condition. Cyanosis. OUS, os, pertaining to. Subcutaneous. Sebaceous, that'd probably be a better example. Phasia, to eat or eating. So phasia is eating. Macrophagia, phagia, nothing at the top of my head. There's examples in the book. We'll come to those. Plasty, surgical repair. We think of rhinoplasty. There's dermatoplasty, so skin, surgical repair of the skin. Rhea, discharge. It is subarrhea, and so that's an oily discharge. Tick, pertaining to. Yule, small. Okay, some words that you really need to encompass and embody and love and learn for this chapter. Cutaneous. It is the O-U-S, and that's the pertaining to. And cutaneo is skin, pertaining to the skin. Dermal, A-L, pertaining to. Derma, skin. Epidermal, A-L, pertaining to. Epi, above. Oh, there's a typo. I will fix that, but not in this lecture. I will fix it on the actual slides. Epi is above. Epi is above. I don't know how that, I was cutting and pasting and I obviously didn't pay close enough attention. So, and derm, skin. So epidermal is pertaining to above the skin. Let's see, so don't pay attention to that. Oops, and then I go and do that. Intradermal, AL, pertaining to. Intra, within. Derma, skin. An intradermal shot is pertaining to within the skin. Subcutaneous, there's OUS, pertaining to. Sub, below or under. I'm sorry, my dog's barking. Cutaneous, skin. Ungual, pertaining to the nail. AL, pertaining to. Ungual is nail. Okay, guys, last slide. Super important last slide. I'm not done, but I want you to know that you are still responsible for pages 58 to 71. And the way I want you to look at those pages, okay, I'm going to look like this. Let me get it up a little closer here. Okay, at the very top, under pathology, it says term, word part, and definition. You are going to be paying attention to, I'm putting this on my computer and hopefully it doesn't change the screen. You are going to be paying attention to really the word parts. How I want you to study is you're going to be looking at the term on this first column. Quiz yourself. Get a piece of paper. Okay? Get a blank piece of paper and look just at this first column. Okay? Look just at the first column and see what word parts you can find and define them. Okay? Then take that page away. Use the second column. Where am I? The second column in here. And check yourself. Check what those word parts actually mean. Okay? So, we're almost done. Not yet. Hang tight. Okay, so dermatology. You know logi. Yes, study of. What about dermato? Skin. Perfect. Dermatology, study of skin. The next word on there is plastic surgery. There's no words to define. Okay, so if there's no words, if there's no word parts in that term, just move on. Or you can see what the definition is. But I am not asking you to memorize that definition in the third column. Do not memorize the definition in the third column. You will in medical school. This is not medical school. This is your first year in high school. Okay. Anhidrosis. You can say anhidrosis or anhydrosis. Either way, either pronunciation is acceptable. So, os is abnormal condition, an, none, not, or without, and hydro, sweating or sweat. So it's an abnormal condition of without sweat. Did you know there's people that don't sweat? It's actually very dangerous. We have a friend, and he does not sweat. So mom and dad both have to really make sure he doesn't overheat. It's a very serious medical condition. Cyanosis, we talked about. Osis, abnormal condition. Cyano, blue. Okay, so let's see. Depigmentation we talked about. You know D is without. Pigmentation is no real word parts. You just a word you're going to have to memorize is pigmentation, but you don't have to memorize it for this class, okay? Diaphoresis. You know diaphoro is profuse sweating. Let's see some other ones in here. Any of these terms with word parts that you can pull apart are fair game for the tests. Okay, so you will be having a quiz for Chapter 3, and it's just like all of your other quizzes. Take it as many times as you want till you get the grade you want, and then we're going to be combining, then you're going to do quiz 4, Chapter 4, take that Chapter 4 quiz, and then I'm going to combine Chapters 3 and 4 for a big summative test, okay, and that's in a few weeks. So terms you're going to want to look also at are erythema, erythroderma, hyperemia. Let's see, emia is blood condition. Do you remember what hyper is? You should by now. Hyperhidrosis, Oh, here, I promised you a word with this. Ichthyoderma. Ichthyoderma. See, I can't look at the pronunciation and try to say it. Ichthyoderma. Ichthyo means scaly or dry. So I think of ichthyo as, I've never had fish, but there is a disease that fish get that's icky, and it's something with their scales, but it sounds like icky, but it's not icky. Again, I don't have fish, but that's how I remember it. So ichthy is icky scales for me in my head of fish. So hopefully you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, then none of this makes any sense, and you're going to have to remember something on your own. So ichthyo is scaly, dry, derma is skin. So it's when you have scaly, dry skin. You know, we all get that in the wintertime, right? You don't use lotion. Or you have soap that totally dries out your skin. Ooh, lipoma. My dog's going to bark. Oma, you know what that is? Lipo or lipo? Fat. Yes. Okay. Necrosis, nodule. So nodule, you should be able to see the UL. And a nod is, you know, like a lump. So it's a little lump. Okay, I promised you this one. Onchomalacia. Onchio is nail. Malacia is softening. So it's when the nail softens. That's a thing. Okay? So nails should be hard, right? Photosensitivity. Photo is light. So I'm not going through all of them because you have to on pages 58 through 71. But some of them are pretty cool. And there's some really gross pictures which are super cool. Scleroderma. That is a type of skin disease. So you know derma, skin. Sclero. Do you remember what sclero is? Harden. Good. It's when the skin hardens. And if somebody has scleroderma, it's not always just the skin. It can start hardening the tissues and organs in your body. And think of what would happen if your lungs start to harden. You can't do that. So scleroderma can be life-threatening. There is a word on page 62. And it is again, I looked at the pronunciation. Urticaria. Okay, urticaria means hives. Means that you start itching. And it's just a weird word, and it's a word that you will always see from here on out in all of your medical stuff. So no way to pull that one apart other than that is just the word. Urticaria means hives. Oh, okay, here it is. Xeroderma. Zero, do you remember my story about the Xerox machine? Xeroderma. What's derma? Skin. Xero, dry. It's dry skin. It's the same as the ichthyoderma. What was it? Ichthyoderma. Yes, and xeroderma. Albinism we talked about. Basal cell carcinoma. Those are 3 different words that you can pull apart. Carcinoma, oma, tumor. Carcino, cancer. Basal, pertaining to the base. So it's skin cancer at the base level of the skin layers. Dermatitis, dermatosis, ichthyosis, pediculosis. Remember osis? It's one of those you just got to remember. Osis, abnormal condition. Do you remember pediculo? Lice. Pediculosis is the fancy way of saying you've got lice. It might sound a little bit better than saying lice, though, too. Especially if somebody doesn't know what pediculosis is, right? Again, you need to go through all of these terms and use the word parts to pull them apart. You will be tested on the word parts. And if I'm asking you to pull apart and translate words, I'm probably going to get them from these pages, okay? Sarcoma. Oh, I promised you gross. Myco and pyo, right? Trichomycosis. Osis, abnormal condition. Tricho, hair. Okay? Myco,